Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Les Hall, the Dean of the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Columbia, and I would like to welcome you to the 2021 Alumni and Dean's Awards virtual ceremony. Each year, the School of Medicine celebrates excellence by presenting awards to alumni who have made significant impacts on their communities, their patients, and the School of Medicine. We also present the William C. Gillespie Staff Recognition Award and the Dean's Distinguished Service Awards, which are annual honors specifically designated to recognize faculty, staff, and community members who demonstrate extraordinary excellence in service, leadership, advocacy, and professional accomplishment. This year, I am pleased to say that we have added two new recognition categories: the Award for the Advancement of Women in Science and Medicine, established earlier this year by our Women in Science and Medicine Committee, and the Luminary Leaders in Medicine and Science program, which was established last February. This is the second year our awards event has been done virtually, and while it's not the preferred format, it does allow for many more people to join us as we recognize the wonderful work of our faculty, staff, and alumni. That said, it certainly will be nice when we once again can celebrate in person. In the interest of time, we are not able to include all the many accomplishments of, but you will find their bios posted on the School of Medicine's website. If you experience any technical difficulties with the program this evening, you will also find a link to the entire pre-recorded event on our website at sc.edu/medicine. At this time, Dr. Steve Corso from the class of 1988 and President of the School of Medicine Columbia Alumni Association Board will introduce our 2021 Alumni Award recipients.
Good evening. I am honored to introduce this year's Alumni Award recipients. I will announce each award, introduce the recipient, and then a pre-recorded message from the recipient will follow. The first award we will be presenting is the Distinguished Physician Alumni Award. This award is presented annually to a graduate who has exemplified professionalism, commitment, and dedication to the medical profession. The 2021 recipient is Dr. Mary Beth Poston. Dr. Poston is an Associate Professor of Clinical Internal Medicine at Prisma Health, University of South Carolina, Columbia. Dr. Poston is the Program Director of the Internal Medicine Residency Program for the University of South Carolina School of Medicine. A colleague of hers said that since she took over the residency program, not only has she strengthened it and improved it from year to year, she is a true role model and mentor to her residents. Congratulations, Dr. Poston.
Hi, School of Medicine family. I'm Mary Beth Poston. I'm a 1999 graduate of the School of Medicine and a general internal medicine faculty member here. Just wanted to say how humbled and grateful I am to have been chosen as the Distinguished Physician Alumni of the Year. Wow. I'm not sure how I feel about the distinguished part, but I am an alumnus, so I guess I am qualified in that respect. In all seriousness, it's been my honor and privilege for many years now to represent the School of Medicine in my role as a physician and an educator and an advocate for internal medicine. And I hope that that will continue for many years to come. Thanks again.
The Distinguished Young Alumni Award is presented annually to an individual who graduated from the School of Medicine within the last 10 years and has exhibited excellence in leadership in his or her chosen field. This year's recipient is Dr. Christopher Gainey. Dr. Gainey serves as faculty for the Prisma Health, University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Emergency Medicine Residency, and the Emergency Medical Services Fellowship Program. He is the Program Director for the Simulation Medicine Fellowship. He has served as a member of the Prisma Health, University of South Carolina School of Medicine Simulation Advisory Council for the past 6 years, and is one of the architects of the Healthy Birth Outcome Simulation Training Initiative. Dr. Gainey is known throughout the state for his contributions to emergency preparedness and emergency management. He serves as a medical director of EMS education and training programs for the State Fire Academy, as a medical control physician for South Carolina Emergency Response Task Force 1. Dr. Gainey's colleagues have said that He is one of the brightest and most innovative physicians they have ever met, and referred to him as a quiet leader who commands respect due to his expertise and his ability to lead others. Congratulations, Dr. Gainey.
Hello, this is Chris Gainey, class of 2012. I'm extremely honored to have been selected for this year's Distinguished Young Alumni Award. A big thank you to an amazing friend and outstanding colleague, Dr. Heather Brown, class of 2008, for nominating me for this award. This is an exciting honor for me as it represents the culmination of nearly a decade representing the USC School of Medicine in the medical and academic community. I am proud to be an alumnus of the School of Medicine and privileged to still have strong ties to the school through educating and mentoring our medical students desiring to pursue careers in emergency medicine. I hope this award inspires other alumni early in their careers to find their passion and inspiration in medicine. In my short 9 years of clinical practice, I have watched myself grow in numerous ways, as a clinician, as a teacher, as a mentor, and as a person. The most profound teacher is experience, and I'm awed by all that I've been taught by patients, students, and colleagues. Our practice of medicine today is difficult and challenging, but it's also rewarding and fulfilling, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you.
The Distinguished Doctorate Alumni Award is presented annually to a graduate for significant accomplishments in research and teaching. The recipient this year is Dr. Sadia Reeder. Dr. Reeder received her doctoral degree in biomedical sciences from the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Columbia. She completed her postdoctoral training at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. In her current role as a senior scientist at Horizon Therapeutics, Reeder leads development of multiple preclinical programs aimed at bringing solutions to high unmet need diseases. Dr. Reeder has great passion for clearly communicating science and cares immensely about training the new generation of scientists. Congratulations, Dr. Reeder.
Hello, my name is Sadia Amjaoli Reeder, and I am the recipient of this year's Distinguished Doctorate Alumni Award. I would like to thank Dr. Prakash Nagarkadi and Dr. Courtney Pinard for their nomination, and I am truly honored and humbled. I did my doctoral work in immunology at USC, and today I get to utilize that knowledge in building the next generation of therapeutics for autoimmune diseases. This has been an excellent opportunity to connect back with my USC family, and I look forward to my next visit to Columbia. Thank you.
The Distinguished Genetic Counseling Alumni Award is presented to a graduate who exhibits significant leadership and accomplishments as a genetic counselor. This year's recipient is Ms. Ginger Hocott. She completed a master's degree in genetic counseling from the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Columbia. She was honored with the S. Robert Young Outstanding Genetic Counselor Award. Ms. Hocott is a clinical instructor in the Division of Maternal Fetal Medicine at the University of North Carolina School of Medicine. She has been involved in curriculum development at many levels and worked on the genetics coil for medical students, as well as actively participated in the development of educational curriculum for OB residents. A colleague said that Ms. Hocott is an excellent ambassador for the genetic counseling profession and the University of South Carolina Genetic Counseling Program. Congratulations, Ms. Hocott.
Hi, my name is Ginger, and I wanted to begin by saying how truly honored I am to be receiving the Distinguished Genetic Counseling Alumni Award. Genetic counseling is truly a field that I am passionate about, and I am grateful to be a part of it every day. To my nominator and supervisor, Emily Hardesty, your guidance, your care, and your leadership have molded me into the genetic counselor I am today, and I am forever grateful to be your colleague. To my fellow UNC prenatal genetic counselors, it takes the strength of a team to let an individual shine. So thank you for letting me shine, and I will continue to support you. To the USC Genetic Counseling Program, I am immensely grateful. On my first day of grad school at USC, I told Janice, the program director, that I wanted to be a pediatric genetic counselor, and she looked me in the eye and said, "Ginger, I think you're going to find your way to prenatal genetics." And like always, she was right. I have been a reproductive genetic counselor for 8 years, and I can't imagine doing any other type of work. To my husband and my partner of 14 years, Jared, thank you for all of your love and your kindness and walking through this journey with me. To my daughter, River, I cannot wait to see the person that you are destined to become, and being your mom is my absolute favorite. And to my family, my parents, and especially my sister Grace, who when my mom became pregnant with her at the age of 40, introduced me to the field of genetic counseling. I am so proud of the outstanding woman you have become, and thank you so much for introducing me to my life's passion. Thank you all again so much, and I will truly cherish this award.
The Distinguished Masters Alumni Award is presented annually to a graduate for significant accomplishments in their chosen field. The recipient this year is Dr. Jeffrey Boswell. Dr. Boswell earned his Master of Nursing Anesthesia practice from the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Columbia. He has been recognized by the South Carolina Association of Nurse Anesthetists for his research work focused on pain management. Dr. Boswell was influential in helping expand experiential opportunities for the University of South Carolina CRNA students by adding a clinical rotation within his department. A colleague described Dr. Boswell as a leader. Another colleague stated that he often volunteers to take the lead in projects for the hospital as well as for the Surgical Services Department. Congratulations, Dr. Boswell.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Boswell, and I want to express my profound gratitude to the University of South Carolina School of Medicine for selecting me for the 2021 Distinguished Masters Alumni Award. My years at the university were some of the fondest I've experienced, and I'm proud to be a small part of the legacy of excellence for which the school is widely known. I have to begin by expressing my love for my family, my wife Mary, and our two children Garrett and Caroline. Their love and support for me over the years have been a sturdy anchorage as I've pursued personal, professional, and academic goals. They are my greatest treasures on earth, and they share with me in this award. I want to thank my classmate, colleague, and long-term friend, Mrs. Elizabeth Wilkes, for nominating me for this honor, and Doctors Dieter Vogel and David Gibbs, and Miss Yvette Riley for endorsing my candidature. Finally, I'd like to congratulate my fellow 2021 award recipients for their devotion to craft and their well-deserved recognitions. May all of us continue the relentless pursuit of knowledge and service. Good luck, God bless, and go Gamecocks.
The Alumni Association Honorary Life Membership Award is presented annually to an individual who did not graduate from the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, but nonetheless has exhibited a commitment to supporting and serving the school. This year's award is being given posthumously to Dr. Tan Platt. Dr. Platt is recognized as one of the most outstanding and accomplished physicians and clinical educators to serve the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Columbia. His influence extended beyond his role as a physician to the patients and families he cared for and to the colleagues with whom he worked, the students and residents he taught, and with fellow citizens he represented. Dr. Platt served as a medical director for the South Carolina Department of Health and Human Services and was committed to ensuring South Carolinians received access to high-quality medical care. The South Carolina Academy of Family Physicians, for which he served as its president, honored him as Physician of the Year in 2010. Dr. Platt passed away in August 2020. His selfless devotion to duty has elevated the quality of health for thousands of South Carolinians, and his dedication to duty and service to others will continue to serve as an inspiration in the years to come. Here to accept the award and to say a few words on behalf of her beloved husband is Miss Nancy Platt.
I want to thank the Alumni Association for this tremendous honor you have bestowed upon my husband, Dr. Tan Jackson Platt. I am his wife, Nancy, and it has been my privilege to be at my husband's side supporting him all these years. Tan was wonderful. He was a wonderful physician, humanitarian, and he committed himself fully to the School of Medicine in any capacity that he was asked. And he did it with love, commitment, and unrelenting zeal. I want to thank all of his friends and colleagues for their kind words of praise. He was an exemplary father and husband, in addition to giving himself in service to medicine, whether dispensing it or teaching. This past year has been difficult, almost unbearable, but our family stays strong in his honor. I thank you for recognizing his contributions. He was selfless and devoted, and he was the love of my life. I was happy to share him with the USC family, since he loved you all so much.
I am pleased and honored to introduce the 2021 Dean's Distinguished Service Award recipients. The Community Service Award is presented to a member of the faculty, staff, or student body who has demonstrated a commitment to improving the welfare of all people and who has upheld the highest traditions of servant leadership. This year's recipient is Dr. Jason Hahn. Dr. Hahn earned his Doctor of Medicine degree from the U of SC School of Medicine, Columbia. Dr. Hahn then joined the School of Medicine Columbia Department of Pediatrics as Assistant Clinical Professor in 2007. He has received several resident teaching awards, highlighted by the Warren Derrick Child Advocate Award. Dr. Hahn has worked tirelessly in supporting children in the community with their Make-A-Wish requests by giving his time and donations to Make-A-Wish South Carolina. As the medical director of the Pediatric Down Syndrome Clinic, Dr. Hahn is also a huge supporter of events related to helping children with Down syndrome. Congratulations, Dr. Hahn.
I'd like to thank the Dean and the committee for choosing me as the Community Service Award, but I want to tell a quick story about Dr. Stallworth, who's one of our mentors, that this award is not about me, it's actually about the people around me, and that's why I brought these friends in here. That's what makes me so happy to work every day. They make me excited to come into work and help our community and give back. And so this is for y'all, not for me. And just so grateful. Thanks for the committee and Dr. Hall for choosing me. Appreciate it.
The Dean's Leadership Award is presented to a faculty or staff member whose outstanding leadership has contributed to the School of Medicine's success in advancing one or more of its missions. This year's recipients are Dr. Kevin LeBlanc and Dr. Barry Campbell. Dr. LeBlanc earned his doctorate and master's degree from the U of SC School of Medicine, Columbia in biomedical science and nurse anesthesia. He is the program director for the graduate program in nurse anesthesia and assistant professor in the Department of Pharmacology, Physiology, and Neuroscience. He continues to practice anesthesia at Prisma Health, where he has served for the past 15 years. Dr. LeBlanc has been instrumental in guiding the nurse anesthesia program through a national accreditation process and leading the program's transition to a doctoral degree on both the Columbia and Greenville campuses. He successfully directed the program's transition while still directing the master's program and navigating the challenges of securing hands-on clinical training for learners during the COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations, Dr. LeBlanc.
It is a great honor to have been nominated and to have received this award. The nurse anesthesia program joined the School of Medicine about 28 years ago and has been allowed to grow. I cannot understate the importance of having such a wonderful team to work with here at the School of Medicine, especially the faculty that I deal with on a day-to-day basis in the nurse anesthesia program. Without them, the program would not be nearly as strong or successful as it has been. Again, thank you so much for this award.
Dr. Campbell completed his obstetrics and gynecology residency and maternal fetal medicine fellowship at the Medical University of South Carolina. Dr. Campbell joined the U of SC School of Medicine faculty in 2015, and he was named the chair of the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology in 2020. Since arriving in Columbia, he has built a large referral network, developed an outreach clinic for pregnant diabetic patients in Sumter, and continues to grow new practices with inclusion of midwives in the Midlands. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he deftly managed the clinical impact by maintaining the focus on the provision of safe obstetric care and acute gynecologic services despite impacted staffing and PPE shortages. Congratulations, Dr. Campbell.
I'd like to thank Dean Hall and the School of Medicine for this wonderful recognition. I'm truly humbled by the mere nomination for this award, let alone actually receiving it. The fact that I was nominated by my colleagues, my own faculty here, is even more humbling because there's no way that I could have accomplished the things that I have without each and every one of you. I love teaching, I love taking care of patients, I love working with all of my colleagues and staff. I often meet with students and say, I hope you're as happy with your career choice as I have been with mine. There's nothing I'd rather be doing, and I actually get paid for it. Can you imagine that? It's wonderful. I'm thrilled to be on the faculty here at the University of South Carolina School of Medicine. It's a dream come true for me to come back to my home state and to be right here with such a fabulous team. I truly feel blessed and thank everybody for the hard work that you put forth with me to take great care of patients and to train our students and residents to be the great doctors that they're going to be. I look forward to continuing our work together to make the healthcare in South Carolina better and better and improve the maternal health for our mothers here in our fine state. Thank you so much.
The Diversity Inclusion Leadership Award is presented to a member of the faculty, staff, or student body of the School of Medicine who has implemented a project or program which has enhanced the climate of diversity and inclusion in the School of Medicine or has advanced diversity and inclusion in healthcare disparities. The recipient for the Diversity and Inclusion Leadership Award this year is Dr. Carrie Claudia Allen. Dr. Allen is a board-certified family medicine physician, motivational coach, speaker, author, and community activist. Dr. Allen established the department's first diversity task force, which resulted in its first longitudinal LGBTQ curriculum. She significantly increased the diversity of the residency program by initiating a pipeline for underrepresented minority medical students. She revamped the program's admission process for increased recruitment of diverse candidates during the match. The Family Medicine Residency Program is now the most diverse residency program at Prisma Health Midlands in Columbia. Dr. Allen created the department's inaugural racial justice curriculum, has given equity grand rounds, and provided numerous lectures on bias and racism in medicine. Congratulations, Dr. Allen.
Good evening to the School of Medicine, and congratulations to my fellow awardees. Thank you to Dean Les Hall for the honor of receiving this award, and thank you to Dr. Patricia Witherspoon for the nomination. As an underrepresented minority in medicine, I've always been committed to increasing the diversity in our workforce. But after watching the murder of George Floyd last year that was televised for all the world to see, I knew that the call to action had become greater than anything I had seen or done. There was an immediate need to talk about what we were seeing and processing, and to talk about the historic role that American healthcare has played in social injustice. There's an amazing quote by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that says, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." So in response to this need, I created an anti-racism curriculum that took off like a wildfire throughout our campus because people were eager to have safe space to process the things that we're experiencing every day. I am grateful to have served our School of Medicine over the last year through teaching the medical students and PA students and lecturing at various hospital departments across our campus. As the Associate Program Director in the Department of Family and Preventive Medicine, we are also working on our recruitment and retention and now serve the most diverse cohort of residents that we've ever had in our department. Thank you to the leadership of Dr. Jamie Steen, Dr. Chuck Carter, Dr. Tisha Boston for leading us in the direction and allowing me and really supporting me in the work that I've been doing. I truly believe that we have to use our collective voices for great change, and this award is evidence of the work we've been doing and the direction we're headed as a School of Medicine. So thank you again, and have a great evening.
The Sustained School of Medicine Service Award is presented to a faculty or staff member with at least 10 years of continuous service to the School of Medicine who consistently demonstrates a commitment to improvement, exceeds his or her job responsibilities, and helps create a positive work environment. This year we have two recipients. They are Dr. Lawrence Reagan and Ms. Laura Howell. Dr. Reagan joined the faculty of the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Columbia as an assistant professor in 2002, and he is currently a tenured professor in the Department of Pharmacology, Physiology, and Neuroscience. He is a research health scientist with the Columbia VA healthcare system. He received the U of SC Education Foundation Award for Research in Health Sciences, and he serves as an associate editor for Physiology and Behavior and Neurobiology of Stress. He also served as the course director for Medical Pharmacology and is currently a block director for courses in the second-year medical student curriculum. Congratulations, Dr. Reagan.
I would like to thank Dean Les Hall and the awards committee for this prestigious honor. Thank you very much. I'm very appreciative. Dean Hall often notes that we have a great team at the School of Medicine, and this is the reason for our success. I think this is especially true in the Department of Pharmacology, Physiology, and Neuroscience, my home department. The reason for the success of our department is because of the leadership of our chair, Dr. Marlene Wilson. In addition, I have a lot of great colleagues and collaborators in my department, including Dr. Wilson and Dr. Jim Fadel, Dr. Susan Wood, and especially Dr. Geraldo Paroli and Dr. Claudia Grillo. I also have a great team in my lab with people like Jennifer Woodruff and Jennifer Erickson, Hannah Brzezinski, Jessica Crawford, and Nick Maxwell. And last but not least, I have a great home team, including my wife Jocelyn and my son Harrison. And without their love and support, none of this would be possible. So once again, thank you all very much. I very much appreciate this award.
Ms. Howell has served as the Acquisitions and Cataloging Specialist at the U of SC School of Medicine Columbia Library since 1988. She serves on the library's Collection Development Committee, has served on the School of Medicine Wellness Promotion Committee, and has been a U of SC Wellness Ambassador. She has coordinated community service projects for the library, including teams for the American Heart Association Heart Walk and Prisma Health Walk for Life, as well as projects benefiting Prisma Health Children's Hospital Midlands. She is currently maintaining the School of Medicine Wellness Resource page on the school's COVID-19 website. Congratulations, Ms. Howell.
Thank you to those who nominated me. Thank you to Dean Hall. It's an honor to receive this award. It's always nice to have your work recognized, so thank you again.
The final award I will be presenting is the Career Achievement Award, which is presented each year to a member of the faculty or alumni of the School of Medicine who has made significant contributions to their profession and whose career has spanned at least 25 years. This year's recipient is Dr. Morris Blackman. Dr. Blackman joined U of SC in 1979 and dedicated 2 decades to teaching and research in international studies. In 1996, he joined the School of Medicine Columbia as a clinical professor and as the Assistant Dean in the Office of Continuous Professional Development and Strategic Affairs. Over the past decade, he has assisted Palmetto Health, now Prisma Health, with Physician Executive Development. He has been recognized as a national leader in continuing medical education, has authored 4 books, and published over 40 articles. Dr. Blackman has worked with virtually every school medicine department on leadership development and strategic planning. He retired in 2020 and is now a distinguished professor emeritus. Congratulations, Dr. Blackman.
Good evening. I am deeply honored to be the recipient of this prestigious award. It has been a wonderful journey in the School of Medicine for 24 years. I'm very proud of the fact that we have been able to build a nationally recognized office, and I'm particularly appreciative of the support that I have received by the people in my office. They actually deserve to have this award as well. I want to point out especially Ms. Nancy Williams, who has been with me almost the entire time. I also want to thank my loving wife, Penny. She's been a true partner in everything I've done and made it all possible. Again, thank you to the selection committee for the consideration, and thank you, Dean Hall, for making this possible. Have a great evening.
Good evening. I'm Derek Payne, Assistant Dean for Finance and Administration for the School of Medicine, Columbia, and I'm pleased to recognize the recipient of the 2021 William C. Gillespie Staff Recognition Award. The William C. Gillespie Staff Recognition Award recognizes an outstanding staff member whose work performance serves as an example for all to emulate. The 2021 recipient is Ms. Jane Hicksonbaugh. Ms. Hicksonbaugh joined the School of Medicine, Columbia in 1997. She has always focused on customer service in her role in the Office of Information Technology. But the pandemic and its heavy demands on information technology showcased her ability to help students, faculty, and staff with hardware and connectivity issues to ensure continuity in our educational programs. Ms. Hicksonbaugh is unfailingly pleasant, resourceful, and consistently willing to share her vast knowledge with the School of Medicine community. Congratulations, Ms. Hicksonbaugh.
Hi, I would like to thank whoever nominated me and everyone that voted for me to receive the School of Medicine Gillespie Award. I enjoy being part of a great team, and I share this award with them. And thanks again. I appreciate it.
Hello, my name is Kinsey Meggett, and I am the co-chair along with Dr. Kara Oskaritsian of the School of Medicine Columbia's Women in Science and Medicine Committee. The Women in Science and Medicine Committee's mission is to cultivate, promote, support, and advocate for a nurturing, supporting, and safe environment for women while aiming to enhance recruitment, retention, professional development, and promotion of women faculty, residents, fellows, staff, and students. We are also committed to the advancement of gender-focused awareness in medicine and science. Earlier this year, our committee voted to establish a new award. This award for the advancement of women in science and medicine. This award recognizes outstanding individual and organizational contributions to advancing women leaders in the health sciences. Awardees are chosen by our committee and are selected based on evidence of extraordinary, innovative, and far-reaching contributions or actions that encourage and facilitate the development of academic women leaders, exhibit strong advocacy for women in the workplace, and a commitment to the recruitment, mentorship, and advancement of women faculty and staff, improve or positively impact the educational and professional environment for women, and finally inspire women through exemplary achievements and impact at the local, regional, state, and/or national level. Here to introduce the first of 2 inaugural recipients of this award is Dr. Kara Oskaritsian.
It is my great pleasure to introduce the first of 2 recipients of the very first Advancement of Women in Science and Medicine Award, Dr. Mitzi Nagarkady. Dr. Nagarkady personifies this award. A Carolina Distinguished Professor, Dr. Nagarkady serves as the Smart State Endowed Chair of the Center for Cancer Drug Discovery and Chair of the Medical School's Department of Pathology, Microbiology, and Immunology. She came to the School of Medicine in 2005. Since then, Dr. Nagarkari has attracted extramural research grant funding of more than $68 million, making our departmental ranking 31st in the nation for National Institutes of Health funding. She has published over 320 papers and presented more than 600 abstracts. Dr. Nagarkari is a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Sciences, the Academy of Toxicological Sciences, the American Academy of Microbiology, the National Academy of Inventors, as she has received multiple patents, and was recently elected president of the National Association of Medical School Microbiology and Immunology Chairs. Dr. Nagarkari has made her mark in her field, not only through her dedication to research, but also by sharing her knowledge of academia to numerous women mentees. She facilitates the development of academic women leaders and has trained many women students and faculty, as well as women from underrepresented and underserved minorities who have gone on to become academic and corporate leaders. She positively impacts the educational and professional environment for women and inspires them through her tireless, caring, and tailored support to the success of the next generation of women in science and medicine. Congratulations, Dr. Nagarkari.
Thank you for selecting me this year for the inaugural award for the advancement of women in science and medicine. I wish to thank the Dean, Dr. Les Hall, the co-chairs, Dr. Carol Oskaritsian and Kinsey Meggitt, as well as the Committee on Women in Science and Medicine here at the School of Medicine. I also wish to thank all with whom I have worked on a daily basis to accomplish this goal. This is such an honor. I'm strongly committed to the recruitment, mentoring, career advancement, and retention of women in the field of sciences and medicine, including underrepresented minorities, economically disadvantaged, and physically challenged. I'm truly humbled to receive this recognition. I have been influenced tremendously by many, importantly by my parents, who felt a girl has every right to be equal to a boy, and my husband, who has stood by me through thick and thin to accomplish our dreams of equality for all. Thank you all.
Hello, my name is Paige Johnson, and I'm a student in the Physician Assistant Program. Joining me to introduce the second recipient of the Award for the Advancement of Women in Science and Medicine is my classmate Caitlin Knight Duggan and medical student Catherine Kelly.
We are honored to present this award to an individual that has been such a positive role model for all of us, Dr. Erica Blanc. Dr. Blanc completed her Doctor of Physical Therapy degree at the University of South Carolina in 2005. She then joined the U of SC School of Medicine Columbia as a clinical assistant professor. She currently serves as clinical associate professor in the Department of Cell Biology and Anatomy and as associated faculty for the School of Public Health Exercise Science Doctor of Physical Therapy program. She is director of the school's Gift of Body program.
Dr. Blanc's reputation as a professor is one who is tough and challenging, but fair, and as a teacher who is fully invested in the success of her students. She models her teaching philosophy after Socrates, who said, "I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing."
Her students recognize her devotion to their education, and that is why she has twice been chosen as Faculty Member of the Year. She also has received the O'Neill Barrett Excellence in Teaching Award and has been chosen twice to serve as a String of Pearls lecturer. It makes us all extremely happy and proud to recognize Dr. Blanc for her role in so positively impacting our lives.
Congratulations, Dr. Blanc.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very honored to be here with you tonight, even if virtually. When Dr. Carol Oskaritsian informed me that I was one of the two recipients of the Advancement of Women in Medicine and Science Award, I was very humbled, shocked, surprised, and very grateful. Thank you very much for selecting me as one of this year's two inaugural recipients of the award, and I'm very honored to be receiving this award alongside Dr. Mitzi Nargakati. I'd specifically like to thank two individuals, and please know that there have been many people from leadership through colleagues, faculty, and staff that I've worked with and continue to do so that really help me and help advance women in medicine and science. But there are two very particular women who I continue to seek out as mentors, who I very much value, respect, and also very honored to call them as friends. Those are Dr. Marlene Wilson here at the School of Medicine, and also, very importantly, Dr. Stacy Fritz at the School of Public Health. Thank you. And two other people that I'd really like to thank are my parents. Both my parents have pushed me, challenged me, and made sure I knew that as a woman I could do anything, and specifically my mom. Mom, thank you. Thank you for being that inspiration. Thank you for continuing to challenge me, and thank you for continuing to inspire me.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Kaufman Taylor. The last award category is one of which I am particularly proud, our Luminary Leaders in Medicine and Science. In 2019, the Women in Science and Medicine Committee brought to the Dean Hall's attention that virtually all the images on display in the school depicted white males. Although they recognize that these individuals have made noteworthy contributions, the committee advocated that many women and those from diverse racial backgrounds also deserve to be honored. Dean Hall agreed, and the Luminary Leaders in Medicine and Science initiative was born. And initial honorees were recognized during a virtual ceremony in February of 2020. Their images and stories are currently showcased on a recognition wall on the first floor of Building 3 on the VA campus. They are meant to serve as an inspiration and guidepost to our students, faculty, and staff. I am honored now to introduce you to someone that has been a powerful influence on my career and who has meant a great deal to me professionally and personally. He is one of my role models and my mentor. During his career, he touched many lives and transformed the quality of pediatric care across our state. His name is Dr. Warren Derrick. Dr. Derrick is a distinguished professor emeritus of pediatrics. He served as chair of pediatrics when the USC School of Medicine was founded and held the position for 29 years from 1977 to 2006. At the same time, he held the position of Director of Pediatric Education at Richland Memorial, now known as Prisma Health Richland. Under his leadership, the pediatric residency program more than doubled the number of residents and created an educational legacy as evidenced by having one of the highest board pass rates in the nation and the department continually being chosen as the best clinical teaching department by third-year medical students. During Dr. Derrick's tenure, he helped found the Children's Hospital here in Columbia in 1983 that eventually became the first freestanding children's hospital in our state. His vision continued beyond that, establishing the South Carolina Children's Hospital Collaborative, where he and the directors of the 4 Children's Hospital in South Carolina also collaborated on the creation of a statewide developmental educational centers where children with autism and learning disabilities could be helped, a statewide child abuse network, and also help create many legislative and advocacy things to improve the health of South Carolina's children. As one of the foundational stones upon which the School of Medicine Columbia was built, Dr. Derrick's wisdom and calm demeanor helped bring stability to the school during its formative years. His outstanding leadership of the pediatrics department and the Prisma Health Children's Hospital have built a legacy of service that will endure for years to come. Congratulations, Dr. Derrick.
I am so delighted to receive this honor. This medical school has meant so much to me, and to be honored in this way, I think, is a culmination of a career. And I spent 29 years as the first chair of pediatrics here and had the real pleasure of working with so many fine people They're too numerous to name, but over those 29 years, we developed a department that we're all very proud of. It's won many teaching awards. Our clinical program is as good as anybody's, and I am so proud to be a part of this school and to get this recognition. Thank you very much.
The next honoree has spent most of her career providing anesthesia services to patients and teaching the next generation of providers. She is a mentor and someone that I greatly value and respect. Her name is Christy Williams. As a nurse, she earned her diploma as a certified nurse anesthetist through the Richland Memorial School of Nurse Anesthesia in 1986. 3 years later, she became the clinical director of the hospital's nurse anesthesia training program. She began the work that would result in moving the program from the diploma level to the master's level in 1998 under the USC School of Medicine, at a time when most CRNA programs fell under the direction of the schools of nursing. Ms. Williams played a key role in expanding the program by developing the second primary training site in Greenville. Under her leadership, the program grew from its original 5 students to more than 30 students and began an initiative that would evolve into its ultimate transition to a doctoral level program. As a leader, she has played a significant role in developing the next generation of leaders in the field of nurse anesthesia, including me, our assistant program directors, and other faculty. Congratulations, Ms. Williams.
I'm sincerely honored to be a recipient as a Luminary leader in medicine and science for the University of South Carolina School of Medicine. I thank Dean Hall and the current School of Medicine faculty for this recognition. I also want to recognize and thank those graduates and faculty that I've had the pleasure of working with during my time as program director. It has been my pleasure to be a part of ensuring and providing quality anesthesia care for the patients of South Carolina and our nation. I thank you.
Our last recipient is someone that I am truly honored to recognize, an alumnus of our school, not only for what he has accomplished in his lifetime, but for the selfless and inspiring way that he has led his life, Dr. Jim Chow. Dr. Chow has spent his medical career providing unparalleled care to his patients at the Columbia Skin Clinic, where he has practiced since 1991. As Clinical Associate Professor of Medicine and Surgery at the U of SC School of Medicine, he mentors many medical students and residents. He has served his community, state, and country for 30 years as a member of the South Carolina Air National Guard, United States Air Force, rising to the rank of Brigadier General. As a flight surgeon for the 157th Fighter Squadron, he participated in many missions and worldwide deployments. In 2007, General Chow was assigned as the Air National Guard Assistant to the Air Combat Command Surgeon General and later to the United States Air Force Surgeon General in Washington, D.C. His last assignment was as Special Assistant to the Director of the Air National Guard, United States Air Force at the Pentagon. In 2005, General Chow established Patriot Docs, an initiative to support wounded service members from Iraqi freedom. He has twice been selected as the Air National Guard United States Air Force Medical Officer of the Year and received the Palmetto Cross for distinguished military service. He has been recognized through numerous awards, including Physician of the Year by the South Carolina Medical Association, the U of SC School of Medicine Alumni of the Year Award, the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award for Humanitarian Service, and the Order of the Palmetto. He is a passionate advocate for our School of Medicine and a true example of what a luminary leader is. Congratulations, General Chow.
I would like to thank Dean Hall and the faculty for this honor. I'm one of the USC School of Medicine early graduate back in the 80s. Back in those days, if you got sick on Fridays, you're not going to find a doctor on Friday afternoon. Hopefully that had all changed. The academic excellence and the personal attention of this faculty contributed greatly to my success in my medical and military career. I remain grateful and feel privileged to witness firsthand the impact of the school, its faculty, and the graduates that have on the quality of care and access to care in our community and in our state. Choosing to return to Columbia after my postgraduate training was one of the best decisions I ever made. My affiliation allowed me to mentor residents, medical students, and students in a number of health-related fields as I was a student to effect the change the practice of medicine as a physician and for the benefit of our patients and here in South Carolina and elsewhere. I encourage all of you to do what you can to continue your professional and financial support of this very important institution at a time when it is most needed. Thank you very much.
I hope all of you have enjoyed our program this evening as you have learned more about each of our award recipients. We value this opportunity to recognize the achievements of our alumni, faculty, and staff each year, and to honor those qualities and characteristics that we strive to uphold. Thank you again, and have a great evening.